retail therapy, we find out that the money makes money for itself. Real estate, stocks, bonds, all that. Miss Anita was very thorough on making sure that trust was good. I was like, I need her and whatever financial, whiz she is with the other whiz kids to come set something up for me. Hello. Anyway, she tell her go do some retail therapy, and Eva talks to Crewneck Ted and is trying to convince him to help her keep her mama from moving across the street from the Duprees by way of him convincing Wiggy to not do that.
Lawful wedded husband.
To be my Routine's hard.
With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you. I baptized myself the slut of Springfield!
Instead of a bitch in here. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Baby, let's talk Beyond the Gates, okay? It was so good this episode. So let's start it off. Wiggy Wonder is meeting with Vanessa because she's trying to move into the, across the street. But Vanessa is like, well, there's more than just putting a bid in and all that stuff and them accepting it. You have to go through an inspection. You have to go through escrow. It has to close. And then there's also the 90-day clause that is in the contract where they have 90 days to live in that house after it's sold until they find a new place. So Wiggy Wonder is very upset about this, and she was like, money is power, so you need to speed it up. And it's like, no, can't do. It's their house. They can do whatever they want. We find out later that this is a clause that Vanessa was able to get the family to agree to in order to keep Wiggy Wonder out of Fairmount Crest for a little while longer. So Eva and Vanessa are trying to convince her to go rent a house in another gated community or to rethink living in Fairmount Crest. And Eva's like, what does Fairmount Crest that no other, gated community has? And she says, him, talking about Crewneck Ted, because they're at the club. He's having drinks with Andre. She's having this meeting with Eva, with Vanessa. And she also said, when you want to move somewhere new, somewhere you don't have to worry about people hating your guts. When you want to make friends, I have friends who actually want to talk to you, because Mona and Jan don't want to talk to you because you use them to get into the lives of the people that they work for and also consider friends, people who treated them real well. Yeah, you use them. Yeah, they're not here for it. Child, Eva convinced her as she's upset because she don't want to be in her little apartment no more, which is a nice sized apartment. I'm not hating. It's a nice apartment, and it's a nice sized apartment. Convinces her to go, spend some money on some retail therapy. We find out that the money makes money for itself. Real estate, stocks, bonds, all that. Miss Anita was very thorough on making sure that trust was good. I was like, I need her and whatever financial, whiz she is with the other whiz kids to come set something up for me. Hello. Anyway, she tell her go do some retail therapy, and Eva talks to Crewneck Ted and is trying to convince him to help her keep her mama from moving across the street from the Duprees by way of him convincing Wiggy to not do that. And he was like, well, if I do that, then I could get back into Nicole's good standings. Why? Because he had her served. She was served with paperwork saying that he wanted to have a audit of all their marital assets in order to split 50-50 because he's trying to hold up this divorce, per what Evil Ginuwine said, because he still loves her, he still wants to be with her, and he's not trying to divorce her. Okay, mind you, Evil Ginuwine did get cussed out because they were like, you are his lawyer. And he was like, listen, I became his lawyer because I was trying to make sure this didn't get out. Don't y'all want somebody who loyal to the family? Make sure this don't hit the gossip blogs. Don't y'all want that? Okay, that's one. And two, he trying to hold up the divorce because he's still in love with you. Hello. And Nicole keeps claiming that she's the fixer, but I ain't seen her fix nothing yet. What you done fix? Some collard greens? What you put in there? You put some turkey necks, some ham hocks. What you put in them collard greens? Cause I ain't seen you fix nothing yet. Crewneck proves to me that he's every bit Cece from Dreamgirls. Okay, you over here talking about we are a family like a giant tree reaching out to the sky. We are family. We are so much more than you and I. But you have yet to actually go pull up on your daughter's skirt or pull up on your son's skirt and see how they're doing with Chelsea being missing. It took Eva, and Kat and Eva don't like each other, to ask how Kat is doing, and knowing that she probably upset with, Chelsea being missing, for you to tell us that you ain't been to see your daughter. Oh, get out my face. Get out my face. And he also hasn't seen he hasn't pulled up on Nicole or the family to at least try to help in this trying situation, to offer some type of resources in this trying situation. This is why she's divorcing you. You claim you have tried everything, and you haven't. At this moment, I didn't watch Medea's Big Happy Family. Yeah, trick. That's how I feel about Crewneck Ted at this point. And then he's talking to Andre. Andre trying to convince him that, listen, the advice I gave you, it was not on point. Maybe it was not up to par. Maybe you need to do something different than what I gave you. And then he trying to convince Andre that him and Danny not gonna last just because you even got back with her or is in her orbit in a time of crisis. It's not gonna last. And it's just like, it does not matter at this point. You Hirsch, you're on the cusp of a divorce. We don't want to hear nothing from you unless it's you going to check on your kids and your grandkids and your wife during these times. Oh, right. He's not going to do it. He's not. That crazy lady got Chelsea held up in that cabin, and she threatening her with knives, and she telling her they're going to get married, and Chelsea is like, how we going to get married when you're married? And this is where she reveals that Craig was a 304, and I'm not hating on the 304s. Do what y'all got to do, okay? Do what you got to do. Well, not what you have to do, but do what you choose to do, okay? That's your chosen profession. I'm not going to judge you, okay? We don't shame them. But, well, I will shame him for, acting the way he acted and falling for, Allison's plot. I will shame him for that. So Chelsea is like, okay, but you would need to take these chains off of me so we go down to the courthouse and get married. Oh no, we don't have to do that. I'm legally ordained. As someone who has been legally ordained for the past 8 years, you cannot marry yourself. But she crazy. Logic does not live there. Logic does not live in her mind. Okay? It doesn't. It went out the window a long time ago. She's psychotic. She says she will marry them. They don't need paperwork. They don't need witnesses, because Chelsea asked about all that. She's like, my father's a lawyer. I know you have to have that. No, because the Lord is going to be our witness, and the Lord is going to be our, our marriage license / certificate and all those things. And she threatened Chelsea. And Chelsea's like, I'm looking for a divine intervention. And she threatened Chelsea with that knife. And Chelsea was like, yeah, I'll marry you. She put lipstick on Chelsea and a cheap-ass veil. And Allison looking like she'd been able to take a shower and wash herself up and everything. And Chelsea looking like she ain't been able to wash her tits, pits, and naughty bits for a couple weeks now. I'm lying. I'm exaggerating because I want my girl about that cabin. Anyway, she threatened Madison again. And Chelsea is going along with it. The vows were super crazy. She's going to keep Chelsea locked up. She's forever going to be in her face. She's never going to let her go. And she's going to make her forget all about Madison. Because that's what she wants. Because she's crazy. And Chelsea, when she was saying her vows, baby Chelsea, girl, I wish you wouldn't have popped to that one time. Because you would have had more slack to go ahead and get that heifer together. Okay, you would have more slack to get that heifer together. But, now in crazy land, they spiritually married. Ugh. Madison is losing it at the hospital. She wants to be at the hospital, at least do some work with her patients, because she can't be at home and do absolutely nothing. And then she's not, there are no new updates for real. And Miss Anita told her she could come to the house at any time. But she's like, her heart is hurting because she had this vision of a future, not crazy, but a vision of a future with Chelsea, because the love they have is real. Falling more in love, moving in together, getting married, having a family of their own. And now she doesn't think that she'll have that with her because she's missing, because a crazy person took her. Speaking of people breaking down over the crazy person taking Chelsea, baby, let me tell you something. Danny broke down. Danny broke down in Andre's arms because crazy lady has Chelsea, and she's like, my child is gone and she doesn't deserve this. And she just loses it. She's like, me and Chelsea, she's been my mini-me since forever. We are the wild child Duprees. We color outside the lines. And now that she's found happiness with Madison, who calms her down and just makes her be a better person, she's gone? Hell no. So she breaks down in Andre's arms, and I was like, oh, my Shayla. Somebody come pick her up off the ground. Now, Crewneck, evil Ginuwine, after they talking to Vanessa, gets convinced by Danny, basically Vanessa and Daddy Dupree, that you are going to help make sure that Wiggy Wonder cannot move into this neighborhood. And it's going to be your gift, your reparation, your way of making up to Nicole for representing crewneck in the divorce, and also possibly for, keeping this a secret for all these years. So he goes over there to Wiggy Wonder's house and basically tells her, I should be looking for my missing child and I should not have to be here with you. And since I'm here with you, I'm pissed the fuck off. So if you thought what I did and when I threatened you all those years ago and protecting my client, that was child's play. If you thought I was playing back then, I'm not playing now. Don't move into Fairmont. Leave the Duprees alone. Because if you move into Fairmont and you don't leave them alone, you're not going to like it. So I advise you stay out the gates. Oh, she's scared of him and they done woke him up. And it was like, maybe we should have left him dormant. Maybe we should have just let that man alone. Maybe, just maybe, y'all should have left that man alone. Kat and Jacob are on the case. Kat and Jacob then went over to the house where, he tracked the address from the credit card statements. He found nothing in the house and he told Kat to stay out, and Kat did, but she found a storage unit key in a garage. So they go down to the storage unit to find these thumb drive and all these editorials and pictorials of Chelsea from the United States and international, which she had to work hard to get. All this is Allison's stuff, which means she's been stalking Chelsea for years. And in the thumb drive is a journal of her just like ramblings and her thoughts about how she was going to make Chelsea hers forever, how she stalked her page to figure out where she was eating at. It's crazy around here and we need help.